Oh my god. Speaking of Pomu, I don't know if this happened on the same night or a different night because it was a blur. But so I think Alira, Millie, and Pomu, they were doing some girl stuff, and I was like probably in the bathroom or something. But when I came, cause I heard them like giggling and stuff, so I came over and I was like, "What you guys doing?" You know? And Alira was just like, "We're kissing." Like, you know, well, she didn't say that. I think she was just like, "Oh, Pomu just kissed Millie, and me too." And I was like, "Aw, that's so sweet. I want to kiss too." In my head, I was like, "Aw, they're all giving each other kisses like on the cheek, you know, or the forehead. It's a really like wholesome thing." And then I was like, "Oh, I want a kiss from Pomu too." Pomu stands up and she's like, "Yeah, I can give you a kiss too." And then I get kind of nervous because that's just how I am. So I'm like, "Oh, I'm a little nervous now that you stood up." You know? And Pomu's just like, "Well, you can close your eyes." And so I closed my eyes. And I don't know why, but like I think I was really nervous because like PomuRainpuff is gonna kiss me. So I kind of prepare myself and I, you know, hold my hands together as if I was praying for God or something. I was like, you know, I was very nervous for some reason, you know? More nervous than when Millie and Alira were gonna kiss me. And I was really like thinking that it was just like a peck on the cheek, you know? I was like, "Oh my god," like I was preparing, like mentally I was preparing my cheeks. I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's either gonna kiss my left cheek or my right cheek or maybe even my forehead." You know, those were the 3 spots that like mentally like my brain cells were preparing for. I was like, it could be any one of those, you know? What I didn't know was that I won a gacha that night. Pomu leaned in and she kissed me on the lips, like a peck. I opened my eyes and I looked at her, and the first thing I was like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! I can't believe you just kissed me on the lips!" Because like when Alira and Millie were mentioning they were kissing, they didn't specify like that they were kissing on the lips. They kind of just was like, "Oh yeah, we're kissing." So in my head I was like, "Aw, peck on the cheek." Like what we did. What I didn't know was that Pomu literally kissed me on the lips, and I was like, "Oh my god, I didn't think you'd kiss me on the lips." And then Pomu starts freaking out because Pomu is probably a pretty anxious person deep down too, and she's like, "I'm so sorry, I kissed you on the lips." And I was like, "No, it's okay, I liked it." That happened, and ever since then I couldn't quite shake my head off of it, you know? I keep thinking about it. I'm just like, Pomu's lips are so soft and so small and wonderful. So yes, everybody, PomuRainpuff has kissed me on the lips. If I were to be cancelled, I would like that to be my next cancelled headliner. You know, PomuRainpuff. I keep saying raincuff. I don't know why. PomuRainpuff kisses Enna Alouette on the lips. Yes, I would like that to be the header because it is completely true. So that was a very special moment that I will never forget. So since then I haven't washed my hands because of Sister Claire, and I haven't washed my lips because of PomuRainpuff. So I'm a very dirty person right now, but I'm a very fulfilling dirty person. You're living the dream. I really am. I didn't even know that I had this dream, but it happened. None of these things were on my bucket list, and none of these things were things that I've ever expected to have experienced in my life, but it happened. And now, honestly, if I die tomorrow, I would probably be okay with that. I'd probably die and be like, well, at least I kissed Pomu and held Sister Claire's hands. Like, what more do I need in life? I don't need money. I don't need love. That's all I need. Beautiful women. And not even just that, like beautiful women who like are respectful and kind. Eternal peace. Yeah, exactly. I don't know why, but like I was very lucky this trip. When I came back home, Alira talked about it again, and I told Alira, I was like, I'm still processing what happened that night. And she laughed so hard. I was like, it happened so fast that my brain is still on that day. I can tell you guys, it happened like at like nighttime at 10:37 p.m. EST. And I remember the date too. August 13th. 10:37 p.m. PomuRainpuff kissed me on the lips.
泣いちゃダメ、泣いちゃダメ、でも本当は言いたいよ。行かないで。